Hello and welcome. This is PappaZappa, and I'm here to bring you today Chapter 2 of Ninja Gaiden 2 for the Xbox 360. And we're on the Castle of the Dragon. The shadow of the Black Spider Clan reaches Hayabusa Village. They hunt for the demon statue, the key to resurrecting the Archfiend. Only Joe Hayabusa, his body still mending from his last battle, stands between them. Genshin, the leader of the Black Spider Ninja Clan, faces his longtime rival in a faithful duel. As the Castle of the Dragon burns, the otherworldly Elizabeth smiles coldly. The seal binding the demon statue is broken.
Genshin. Why am I not surprised?
How the vaunted Dragon Ninja bloodline has withered, Joe Hayabusa.
Your embrace of the evil way has consumed you.
Evil. The ninja way knows neither good nor evil.
Corruption of the soul is a fate that befalls the weak.
Enough talk. The ties that bind our clans are severed tonight. Blood stains on my blade. Fool.
Oh no, not the village. Alright, time to go in. Now, for those of you who are familiar with the earlier games, this Hayabusa village is the same one you go into in Chapter 2 of Ninja Gaiden Black. It's kind of the hub world for Ninja Gaiden DS. People who actually attack, despite it being basically impossible. Yeah. So we're gonna get at least 2 new weapons this level. I'm pretty sure it's 2. One ranged, one melee. The melee weapon you get is a fan favorite, so I hope you're excited to see it. We also get introduced to a couple new enemies this level. These ninja dogs are really something. They are not your friend. They will mess you up. So counterattacking is a fairly decent strategy. It's not going to work every time, obviously. In fact, that's probably why they tell you about it right there. They also throw incendiary shurikens at you. A couple ways to stop that is to get some invincibility frames through like Nimpo. That's one way. You can also get an execution in, but you can't execute dogs because you can't take their limbs off. They also love to grab. I did not notice our hunters this low already. They can just really mess you up. Thankfully, we got some Nimpo. Take these bastards out. Yeah, not an easy encounter, certainly. Now, it doesn't do anything right this second, but when you come back Chapter 11, if you shoot those chunguses, those targets, then you can get some free essence. Now be careful, there's going to be some archers, and if you're running straight at them, they will hit you. And if you do that second flying swallow like I just did, you can really harm yourself. So try and be careful of doing that. Looks like we're doing just fine though. Counterattack technique. Not that we haven't already been using that. Don't worry about going through that door, it's locked. There are going to be some enemies down this pathway, including a manner of bow users. So let's go ahead and get them off the bow. These Wolverine guys really are something else. And we also have that interior area. That's where we're going to find the new weapon for this level. clear out these enemies first. I'm gonna be honest, I kind of feel a death incoming if we're not careful here. Especially considering we can't get to these arrow guys. Okay, just had to lock in for a second there. A little better now. And don't feel bad about using your healing items so much here, because there's a massive wave of enemies if you walk too far, which I believe we have. And they won't stop for a while. You gotta kill like 6 ninjas, something like that. It's because it's gonna give you access to a weapon that activates optional challenge areas. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and use an item here. Probably would have died if we hadn't done that. Alright, so the first group of enemies is taken care of. Once you walk in here, you're gonna get jumped by a bunch of them. Holy smokes. And yeah, despite there not being very much vertical room, you can in fact do these in a drop indoors. Alright, seems to be the enemies inside taken care of. And our reward, the Falcon's Talons. Really cool weapon. We're going to avoid using it while it's at level 1. Probably wait till it's at least level 2 before we mess with it. And then this is what I was talking about. If we can beat this section, we get access to the Rod of Trials, which is really going to help us. By giving us optional challenges that if we complete will give us powerful items. Talisman to Rebirth, Lives of the Thousand Gods, Jewels of the Demon Seal. We haven't seen that yet, but it increases mental level for a spell. Definitely gotta watch out for these bow guys over here, because they can just punch you. Whoa! Flash for the white screen. Did not believe that was intentional. I've said it before, but I'll reiterate that my disc is pretty scratched, so there are going to be occasionally things that happen that don't match quite with other people's experience of the game. Like that, where it's just like floating for a second there. Although that might be the game not being able to handle all the information that happened on screen. Who knows? It's better when there's an error message like that. They think they're real funny. So one thing you can do, you can run away, and try and get an ultimate technique down. If you manage to get on landing, you have a quick charge, which is a lot more helpful. You can kind of consider this the first test of trial, though the game clearly does not. So, it just depends on how you feel about it. At least it isn't incendiary. You know, I might as well ask while we're going through this pretty long chain of enemies here. What's everyone's favorite media involving ninjas that isn't a video game? It's like, be it Beverly Hills Ninja or something of that manner. Man, the game is really struggling right here. Yeah, come on. I'd say for me, the best thing involving ninjas. It's a hard one. So, I'm trying to think of anything involving. Like Beverly Hills Ninja is pretty good with Chris Farley, but obviously not for the reason that Deadliest Warrior the Ninja episode was terrible. Man, I cannot think of a single thing that is not Ninja Gaiden that I cared for the ninjas in it. That's really funny. Alright, so we've managed to obtain the Rod of Trials. That's going to let us take on the Test of Valor in the future. Be careful here. You got a couple of Chungus archers above. And some items too, so might as well take advantage of that. Oh yeah, and they're not the only archers as well. There's some up above. So I would say skip past the normal enemies and just run up to the enemies up here. Oh, you know what? Lego Ninjago, the movie, was actually really good. So I'll just say that. Like, I came in thinking it was going to be terrible, and I was very pleasantly surprised by how thoroughly enjoyable it was. Not necessarily because of the action or anything, but I think the story was manageable. Probably better. I'd say it's probably better. A little hard to say. Alright, so we're fast approaching our first save statue up here. This is the first one that throws like a little bit back. So don't die here, or else you've got a lot of backtracking. Enemy taken care of. And there's a shop nearby too. We did skip the first shop, just wanted to save some more money. And we're 500 away from being able to upgrade something to level 3. But I'm not too worried about it because I am going to upgrade the towns. And we're going to show these off. These are so sick. Just having claws on your hand and feet. You go Wolverine mode on people. I actually more like X-23 if people have seen the movie Logan or read the comic. I don't know if her comic appearance is the same as her movie appearance. Well, it's definitely not, considering she's not a baby in the comics. So they do love to jump you from behind. Don't worry so much about it. Yeah, that is so sick. Oh man, yeah, these weapons are crazy. They work great against tiny enemies. Against bigger enemies, they suffer a bit. So there's something to keep in mind. Yeah, that was really quick to get the ball out. And Ninja Gaiden is a game where enemies will not just wait for you off screen, they will attack you, so definitely be careful about that. Oh, just tearing him apart. That's amazing. And there's no item down here, so we can keep moving up. Yeah, things aren't looking so good this time for the Hayabusa Ninja Village. Oh! Pulled some kind of treasure over there. I believe you get some invincibility frames if you tear someone's head off with a toe. Nice. Got a charge ultimately. Didn't even notice. Just absolute carnage with these Falcon's talons. Yeah, you gotta be careful attacking one enemy from the front of you, because the next might be from behind. You gotta kind of create a zone of control with your attacks. Manage counter attack when it becomes relevant. Always keep an eye out for chests, because they're gonna have things for you that will make your journey manageable. Hopefully the bodies on the ground. Alright, don't worry so much about them. You really don't have a good means to deal with them, so it's not even worth it. And then this is an absolute trap. That's what I have to say. Yeah, be careful doing that, because I almost always fall off the staircase there and end up back here. So it's not big a deal. Just a little bit of walking, really. See the save statue in there. We'll get to it here in a couple of minutes. Alright, so we're gonna get some more of these genie fellows. Tear them apart. And if you're ever feeling surrounded, or like you want to deal some quick damage, or even you want to get some invincibility frames just from a random like Incendiary Shuriken, definitely use your Nimpo. I'll get you in we'll give you a little bit of breathing room. I'm just amazed, awestruck by the level of brutality in this game every time I play it. And it's not just gore for gore's sake, it feels like it's very like, yeah, you've worked hard, so you've cut off a limb. Now you can take advantage of that and exploit it. It's a really nice gameplay system. And if you sit still long enough, you remove the blood off your weapons. Alright, let's go take a look at this. So you have to jump right here or else you're not going to make it across. You get more of these genie fellas. Now, if you fall down, you can just skip the enemies. I'm pretty sure they won't follow you down. But, I mean, I feel like fighting them, so they'll give us more money, too. And by money, I mean yellow essence. So that's essence shop. Oh, hey. Got a couple of bow users in here. Probably to give you the idea that, like, oh, hey, there's a bow on the wall you can pick up. Might as well, because you just got asked to keep letting people to use bows. Jeez. Yeah, when are they going to add Ryu Hayabusa to Dead by Daylight? So one thing this game does love to do is it loves to have bow puzzles. And by bow puzzles, I mean it's like things you shoot out with a bow. Really not too crazy. Now we are fast approaching the halfway point of the level, and we're going to be fighting the first boss. So some levels have multiple bosses in them. This is going to be the first level that is that way. Now I don't recommend using the Falcon's Talon against this boss, since it's just the same boss from part 1, but this time it has mooks. Looks like Shadow Ninja or Setsu's brother, Ian. Now I am going to be prioritizing big monster demon thing. And you can get an obliteration. Yeah, you can get a QTE to kill them. Just call it X. You still have to take out the moves, but once you take the boss out, they're a lot less broken. And we did really good, honestly. No healing items, just went through, used Toon Info. Could certainly be worse. Yeah, that's taken care of. Excellent. Now there's a door we can get here. There's going to be a lot of ninjas who jump you around corners and whatnot, so be careful of that. Got some more Nimbo here, so clearly they wanted you to use Nimbo. Oh, hello. We are switching back to the Dragon Sword temporarily, I suppose. Really see a reason not to. Fucking sounds are cool. Just for a couple minutes here. Highly recommend using the save point. Pretty much anytime you see a save point, there's really no reason not to use it. And thankfully, it's not like Ninja Gaiden 1, the 2004 version, where there's none to be found. They're so badly spaced between each other. You can usually get one fairly easily. Now, you can wall run, which I recommend doing. Be careful, there's going to be a lot of enemies, including these genie opponents again. Trying to put lava under our feet. Very rude of you. Sword is really nice as well, just not quite as visceral as the Falcon's talents. So if you're really into that brutality, that's probably the better weapon. Just for looks alone. Because a lot of the reason, I mean not a lot, part of the reason you would use a weapon in this is the style factor. It's not anywhere near like Devil May Cry style, like, in terms of importance for it. But it's still like something to consider. Don't walk over that, it's a trap door. Fall through and just get some crazy and annoying nonetheless. Part of the Inferno. Which is kind of funny because it's pretty much the best info throughout the game. Like 90% of it. And like 10% you could use the Art of the Piercing Void, which will get like chapter 7, I think. Would appear you've made the wrong decision facing me. Alright, now that we've gotten the red and blue jewel, we can go in and place them. I do find it hilarious that like this is how ninjas have to get around their own like base. It's like, oh yeah, get the red and the blue jewel. Then make sure you shoot this glowing orb thing. Oh, they clearly did not want to do that just yet. With full power on the bow, not regular power, or else it won't work. Because that'll make the the pathway descend. Very video gamey right here. Either that or very ninja-y, since they are very secret. Another save statue for our efforts, and if you turn the other direction, you get yourself another Ninja chest. Now, let's go ahead and switch back to talons. Outside. There we go. Yeah, these are so good. To combine I think part of it is the fact that you get the visual feedback of your feet and your hands being used for combat, aside from like kind of mostly the sword. And that teleport move is just so sick where you come behind it. Decent grab. Okay. Teach him to mess with us. I don't believe there's any other items hidden up here. So we can go in. Now do be careful, there are trapdoors yet again. Either that or it's just a way of getting around. You don't care about breaking your knees. Just dropping through. Like the staircase. I mean the trapdoor. That's how we get around here. And then you get back up with the dragon. Yeah, see the hole right there. Not really a trap if there are lights around it. Okay, looks like we cleared this area out. And the second Life of the Thousand Gods is pretty good. Now, we are fast approaching the second boss, and this is Genshin. We're going to encounter him 4 times throughout the campaign. This is going to be a test. Basically, if you don't know how to counterattack, you're going to have a really bad time against Genshin. Like, really bad time. And it'll make the rest of the game a lot easier. Well, more manageable, really, if you can just handle counterattacking. And it's not the easiest to get the timing down, so definitely work on it as you play. And we'll go ahead and use the dragon sword for this section and just hope for the best. I think this might be the hardest Genshin ever is this first encounter. So let's find out.
And thus the sun sets on the Dragon Ninja bloodline.
Slashed a little bit below that and just destroyed the demon statue.
Damn you! The demon statue is ours. This statue is the talisman of Mount Fuji.
Now the sacred peak erupts.
The gates of the underworld are opened.
The fiends are unleashed.
Father!
You must be Genshin.
And you must be Joe Hayabusa's little cub. It is said that a dragon ninja would die to protect the demon statue. You seem eager to fulfill your duty. Now, Elizabeth, you must keep your word.
Stop!
Your death will atone for generations of iniquities. The bloodline of the Dragon Ninja ends here.
We'll see about that. Oh yeah, don't jump against him. Bad call. Just try and get close. Don't hammer on him for too long. He'll fight back. You really have to try and get these counterattacks in, or else you're going to be in big trouble. Tempo's only going to work as a method of getting you time to... Okay, is a way to get some breathing. That's good. Yeah, we're kind of clowning against him right now. So let's use another thing. We also have not managed to counterattack a single time. That does not help. One thing I recommend if you're having a really hard time with the Dragon Sword, just use the Lunar Staff. It's a little easier to get the counterattacks. Like that. But once you counterattack him, it gives you a decent amount of... And by decent, I mean basically none. We also didn't level up our Lunar Staff too, admittedly. It does feel like it's a lot easier to counterattack with this particular weapon. Also, the blocks feel a bit more efficient, so we're not just getting around every time he goes through. Yeah. In fact, I would say we get our counterattacks off a lot more efficiently through that. However, we are running pretty low. We'll go ahead and use our first life of the 1,000 Gods. This will give us a permanently larger health bar. By a little bit. Hope for the best here. It's pretty low. I think we can get through without using any more healing items. I'm certainly hoping so. It's very low now. Got him! Nice. First try. That's good. With that, we've beaten Chapter 2.
Already dead.
Follow the woman!
You must retrieve the statue. Go now!
It is kind of funny how Ryu's dad just looks like a normal ninja, like just a normal dude, really. Yeah. So thanks for watching Chapter 2. I enjoyed putting it out there. Master Ninja rank, that's cool. Next time we'll be visiting the quiet streets of New York for a fun excursion against our first Greater Fiend, Alexei, the Greater Fiend of Lightning. And until then, Auf Wiedersehen!